Hi, this is Victoria from Victoria Violet's Tarot, and this reading is going to be for Taurus, and this is from May the 10th through the 16th. And so we're going to begin with the shuffling. What can Taurus expect from the 10th through the 16th of May? What is coming for Taurus for May 10th through the 16th? What is coming for the sign of Taurus for May 10th through the 16th? What is coming for Taurus for May 10th through the 16th? What is the overall energy that Taurus can expect for May 10th to the 16th? What is the overall energy that Taurus can expect for May 10th through the 16th? What is coming for love in relationship to Taurus from May 10th through May 16th? What is coming for the sign of Taurus for May 10th through the 16th? So I want to say, where relationships are concerned, it's been a little bit trying for Taurus. Not too bad, but it's been a little bit trying. We'll get to that when we get to that portion of the reading. Okay. See what they want to tell us today. So the first thing they want to tell us is, for Taurus, new beginnings are on the horizon. New beginnings are on the horizon. Okay? That could be anything from love, from romance, to contracts, to new business, to new relationships. Anything that's new. It represents a new beginning in general, okay? So those are the positive things that are coming about right now. It looks like a new adventure, setting out on a new adventure as well. New ventures and adventures. So those are positive things. And it's a great way for Taurus to start out the reading. The next card talks about the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups, feeling on top of the world, feeling like everything is going their way, feeling like they're finally having direction. They're finally seeing that things are moving forward for themselves. They have a little bit of money in their cup. They have self-sufficiency, so they're feeling like they have what they need right now. Their needs are being met, so they're fine. They're fine. And of course, the page is always bringing news. So news about more money, news about new things, new business especially. This is more business. Since we're starting off with the new beginnings, this is going to be more along the line of business than love, okay? That's what I'm getting, is a lot of gathering. Almost like if you're out in the woods and you're trying to start a fire, you need the wood, right? So I feel like there's a lot of gathering, a lot of getting things together, a lot of gathering that's going on for my Taurians right now. So I feel like right now is a time to receive and use it wisely, is what they're telling me. Use it wisely. Whatever it is you're receiving at this time, use it wisely, okay? Work. Your work is good. Your work, the demand for your work is good. So I want to say steady. You have a steadiness right now that maybe other signs do not have. And it could be that Venus is working in your favor at this time. As we know, Venus at this time is working in the opposite direction. It's going in retrograde. So what is a retrograde? Retrograde means that the planet usually goes forward, but in this instance it's going backwards. And so Venus usually is very, very good, very generous in their gifts, luxuries, anything that has to do with wealth, prosperity, love, sweetness, etc. But it's going backwards. But apparently it's not working against Taurus right now for the week of the 10th through the 16th. It looks like you're very well settled. Nothing is against you at this point that I can see. Everything is going forward for you. Your monies are very grounded. Your monies are fine. And there's nothing problematic that I see for you at this time. Although 3 planets are aligned, it looks like they're aligned in your favor so far. And so that's what I'm going to stick with. Let's see what your next card is telling you, because your job is secure for right now. Your work of your hands is secure for right now. Look at that. New things on the horizon. Whatever you've been waiting for is coming. It's coming to fruition. Whereas the other card that is mirroring this may say we're waiting for something. Now this is saying we've arrived. We've come to full circle. We're getting what we need. We're getting our dues. We're getting whatever it is that we've been waiting for. This is a captain of industry. This is someone who is good at business. This is someone that's good with monies. This is someone that's good with making projects go full circle. So whatever it is that my Tauruses are going through right now, money is good, work is good, okay? So let's say for those that might come back and say to me, hey, I don't have a job right now. Well, then just wait a minute, because it looks like things are going forward for you. I don't see anything negative for you. And again, this is a general reading. So if you want to know more about yourself, down in the description below will be my email where you can get a hold of me for a private and personal reading. If this is not something that is resonating with you, also give it 2 weeks before and 2 weeks after, and check it again. Sometimes things don't happen right away for everyone. Nonetheless, what I see so far for my Taurians is that money is pretty good. Enterprise is pretty good. Partnerships are pretty good. Anything contract-wise is pretty good. Your job is pretty good. Everything is okay. I don't see anything negative so far that I can say, oh my God, please look out. The only thing they're saying is be wise, use it wisely. Use it wisely, okay? Now we're going to look at the overall energy for this time frame for you. So Venus in your 3rd house is talking about communication. They're talking about using your intelligence to convey whatever it is that you're trying to tell people. In other words, use your communication to get your point across. What are you trying to say? What do you want them to know? What do you want them to get out of what you're trying to tell them? Use your words. Choose your words so that people can understand where you're coming from. This could make or break a deal. If I don't understand you, if I'm not getting what you're trying to tell me, then choose another way. Redirect it. Choose another way to tell me, to interact with me, to tell me what it is that you are trying to let me know. They're telling me socially right now, all of a sudden, you also feel like you want to discover your neighborhood, or you want to discover new neighborhoods. You want to know, what's around you. You want to make sure that circumstances that could be coming up for you, that could maybe make connections for you, that you're on the look for them, that you're open and receptive to have those communications with people, because at this time it looks like business is really good. So maybe those are prospects, maybe those are people that are trying to network with you. You should have an open mind, and you should have open your antenna should be up, and and maybe looking out for something that's new and on the horizon for you there. Venus in Libra, talking about your relationship house. This is something good. It's talking about don't procrastinate, because this is something that's on the negative aspect of this particular layout. It's talking about don't be detached, don't be lukewarm, don't procrastinate. It's talking about partnerships and sharing and courtesy and having balance in your relationships. It's talking about partnerships of all kinds at this time that they can be enhanced. It's also talking about putting aside any differences and not looking at just one side. It's talking about sharing. It's talking about wanting to be more with the person that you're in love with, or that you're in a relationship with. Maybe where in the past you've been a little bit too closed, and you've been a little too closed off to where they can't really gauge what you're thinking or what you're feeling. Maybe be more open, more receptive, more playful, more open, and accepting of somebody coming in towards you, and not just so closed off that people can't gauge what it is that you're thinking, because you're being lukewarm, you're being hot cold. Be one way or the other, and that way you don't confuse people. Sagittarius in the 9th house also is talking about being on the move. They're asking you to not be extravagant. That's the negative side of this. Don't be extravagant, meaning if you find something for $1,500 and you only have 10, you only have 1,000, you only have 1,200, then it's not for you. Don't go above and beyond spending point to the point of being broke. Do not go overboard with your expenses. It is telling you, that you do have to have the freedom of choice, being more authentic, telling people the way things really are, and not just holding back for the sake of fitting in, or the sake of maybe giving a person what they want because that's what they're asking for, and then you can't really keep up with that. If it's a $1,500 price tag and you purchase something and then you can't really afford it, then you're just lying to yourself. You're not being true to yourself. It might hurt you in the long run, or even if it's something on a continual basis that it's too expensive, then in the long run you're losing out, because you're going to be stressed, one, and you're also not going to be happy because you're always going to be thinking, did I do the right thing? So they're asking for you to please, keep the budget, stay on budget, think budget, because that's what's going to allow you to be more fruitful and abundant, okay? They're also telling you that this is a great time to make changes, go on a holiday. They're saying that, right now there are transits going on, but it looks like in the positive. There's nothing so far that's been very negative that I can say, oh, you really need to work on this, or you need to work on that, or you need to be careful. Everything so far has been very good. You're also talking about the house of career, the sun in Capricorn at this time. And they're talking about being constructive, being responsible, being dependable, and disciplined, okay? Because the other side of that, the negative side, is being self-centered, being authoritative, being overly calculating, and judgmental. You don't want that. You want the positive side of the Capricorn in your work, because you want to be able to have people notice your work, notice the work of your hands, notice that how you carry yourself, notice the improvement, notice and move you up that chain, okay? Look out for these new opportunities, because it looks like they may be on the horizon as far as I can tell. This is Mars in your 6th house, and your 6th house has to do with your health. So, sometimes we can feel like we're spending all our energy. So do find time to relax. Do find time to, balance the hard work with, play. So let's say that you've been working very hard to maybe, I don't know, do some revamping to your home, or to maybe even doing house cleaning or something of that nature. Then balance that also with some time, some downtime that you're just going to spend either on the couch watching some good movies, relaxing, having some pleasant bath that's with soothing bath salts or aromatherapy, or just relaxing your muscles, because it looks like what it's looking like is that you need to have that balance, that work-life balance, okay? And you need to just calm your energy, because it is fiery right now. It feels like you're on fire, like you're unstoppable right now. Things are working out in your favor right now. So that's a really, really good thing. But just take care of your health and make sure that you're getting that balance and that rejuvenation again. Make sure that you're rejuvenating your energy and that you're not spent. Your energy's not spent. So it looks like they're talking about moon in Cancer in your 4th house. They're talking about feeling good energy. This is the home is where the heart is energy. This is comfort. This is feeling like you want to stay in, like you feel like there's a comfort zone in your home. Again, there's nothing wrong with that energy. There's nothing wrong with feeling like you want to stay in, that you want to have that familiarity of your home, feeling comfy, cozy, warm. Your home should be somewhere inviting. It should be somewhere that you want to be. It should be somewhere that you want to spend time in. So if that's very important to you, then I say there's nothing wrong with that. There's no indication that you have to go out and be a social butterfly. They're not talking about anything in reference to that. If you feel like you just want to stay home and you want to stay cozy in your home and be a couch potato or whatever, they're not saying that that's not the right thing to do. So you go with that. The next portion is going to be in reference to your love. So there's travel involved. That's the first card that they're showing in reference to your love. There's travel involved. So it can mean travel of a home, travel to another country. It could mean moving to another city. It could be a short distance travel, long distance travel, but travel is involved. You are feeling like your monies are being stretched. Like, how am I going to afford all of this? How am I going to afford my life, my new life, my way of life, or something that you want? So I am going to say you need to relax. Remember, we were talking about a little bit of stress. We need to relax. We need to relax. Things are going to work out. We need to relax. I'm talking to my Taurus. You need to relax, because someone out there is feeling very overwhelmed. It's like, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do so many things, but money stretches only so far. From what I see up here, money's not going to be an issue. Money's not going to be an issue. So I want to say that I'm not sure how it ties into your love life, but money is not an issue. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. So please don't stress out, because sometimes we can, through imagined issues, we can make them grow. We can give them energy, and then they become these heavy weights on our shoulders that we can't seem to release. So don't feel that way. Things work itself out, whatever it is, because I don't see that money's going to be an issue. Again, I don't see that money is going to be an issue. The King of Cups is very loving, very giving. Also maybe somebody that's going to be helping you out. You could be, if this is you, you could be feeling very passionate right now, very loving, very kind, very sweet, very gregarious, filled with harmony and peace within you. And this is what you should be feeling like. It looks like new things are on the horizon. I can see new opportunities there. So I want to say that whatever you're feeling, it's more of a fear factor than a reality. Sometimes once we do what we need to do, that fear goes away and we feel this newness and we feel like really good about our decisions that we make. But before we make those decisions, we can feel very overwhelmed. We can feel like we don't know whether they're right or they're wrong for us to make, and it can be a scary situation. So it is best to do what you need to do, and then once you do what you need to do, you're going to find that all of these things are going to work out just the way that they were supposed to work out. Okay? There is a coming and going of a situation. Okay? If it is in relation to love, there might be somebody left behind, or there might be somebody walking towards you. So this could be leaving things behind that are negative, that are just worn out, that are meant to be let go of. This could be a situation. It doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship. There is a time frame going on here. There is a time frame for this relationship. It hasn't come to pass yet, that things are ripened yet for this relationship to come full circle. So there's something that's holding it back. There's something that is not quite culminated yet. It's not percolating all the way to where the coffee is ready to be drank. There's something that is in the way. So let's take a look to see what that is. A call to love. A call to love is all that's needed. A call to love. Love conquers all. Love conquers all. Where there's love, then things thrive. You know, there's something that I want to say in reference to this card. The heart chakra, believe it or not, is connected to the hands and the arms. If you notice where the heart is, it's connected right to the hands and the arms. So when we close off our heart chakra, we also close off our monies. Because we receive with our hands, right? We give with our hands, but we also receive with our hands. And if they're connected to our heart chakra, and we close that heart chakra off due to fear or unimagined impediments, you know, things that get in our way, or perceived maybe things that are imagined and maybe they're not as big or as problematic as we make them out to be in our mind, then we close off our money. We close off that flow, because love is energy, and that energy goes out and then it's reciprocated and then it comes back around, and then it goes out and it's reciprocated and then it comes back around. So there's a lot of flow, and that's the same thing with your money. If you're closed from your heart, don't be too surprised if you are hurting for money. Don't be too surprised if deals don't come. Don't be too surprised if new possibilities go past you, and just keep going. Because we have to be open and receptive for things to come and to stay. Okay, keep that in mind. So, what the problem is with you, Miss or Mr. Taurus, is that there's indecision. There's indecision going on. And because of the indecision, that's what's going to keep you continuously going. That's what's going to keep you continuously going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That indecision of, should I stay or should I go? Should I do this, move forward or backwards? That indecision is going to keep this relationship constantly and in a limbo. It's not going to move forward. So there has to be a choice. The Death card means that there has to be a decision made in order for this relationship to move forward. Your fear is blocking you. Your fear is blocking this relationship because your money is doing fine. Your money is going to be flowing even better. Whatever time frame, during this time frame, whatever it is that you're doing, it's going to grow. It's going to create more money for you. But as far as your love is concerned, there's a lot of fear there. And that fear is what's keeping your relationship from thriving. So please take time to think things through. If this is something you really want, you need to move forward on it. Because if you don't, that person may not last forever. They may not stay around forever. And you might miss out on something very beautiful and positive here. Because I don't see anything wrong in that relationship. I didn't see anything in this reading either that can hold you back or that can trip you up. So that's your reading for the week of the 10th of May through the 16th. I hope you liked the reading, and I hope that I was able to help you navigate through this this week. Please do consider the fact that we are in a trine. We are in this aspect of those 3 planets that are trining, but Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn seem to be in your favor at this time. So take advantage of that, make it grow, let it flow, and we'll talk again. This is Victoria from Victoria Violets, and if you liked the reading, please hit the like button, subscribe, share, and please, if you want a private reading, I'm here for you. Look in the description below and you'll find a way to get a hold of me for that reading. Until next time, I thank you. Again, my Taurians, take care. Love you. Bye.